Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Milestone 1. We've learned the origins of our favorite rune. Not Sarah. Fuck Sarah. That's not good. There's no merit to this. That's not true at all. So this original plan for these sisters was to introduce them to the church and let them take care of patients. As proof of that, I brought Sarah to the abbot the other day. Not once during the entire time did they realize Sarah was a machine. Despite all that, they still gave us their disapproval. Honestly, it's just disgusting. There's some man alive who would ever feel comfortable around a bucket of bolts. I can't tell when it's around or not because it doesn't look alive. Just look at that face. Who knows what's going on in its head? I wholeheartedly agree with you. Even as members of Lab 9 are all passionately assert that Sarah has a mechanism in demonic emotion, the merit is there in being able to reproduce that function. I'd love to hear some concrete, useful applications of this. Well, the fact that the church has denied the proposal means there will be another hurdle to jump when it comes to using them in the Zevites' medica. If we can continue to shove this new model sister down their throats, then we would be sowing unnecessary discord between us and the people whom we work so hard to partner with. We will not use it in medica, nor will we use it in the church. In other words, there are no merits to mass-producing these. Rudo, why are you so stubborn about this? I would have expected that opinion from you. She may be the one and only automaton built in this entire world that's been built and equipped with this so-called emotional mechanism. If Sid was able to create something like that, then who knows what other man-powered inventions lie ahead. Just what is a person? What is consciousness? What are emotions? They lead to huge discoveries about the philosophy of humans themselves. Certainly mass production may be out of the question. Doesn't mean we can just disregard her entirety. I too refuse to change my opinions on this. At the very least, I believe it's far too early to scrap her. And here we are, back to square one. Albus, what do you think about this? I think it's far too early to dismantle her as well. While the systems running inside her piqued my interest, I can't even begin to understand what Sid's intentions were. I'm slowly beginning to think that Sid wasn't entirely mad when he created Sarah. Not quite the answer I was expecting, though that means you're also opposed to dismantling her, yes? Very well. We shall continue to observe it. See you all tomorrow. Excuse me, Albus? Sarah? What are you doing out at this hour? Have you completed your task for the day? Just a short while ago, actually. I see, which means you're off the clock now. May I have a moment to speak with you? Why the formality all of a sudden? Am I? That's quite a frank question. Am I on the inside at least, really? Don't worry, Rudo won't know a word of this. Speak your mind. Well, I was created just 2 years ago, right? You were? It's strange. Inside me, what seem to be childhood memories. They stretch back all the way to years and years ago, but I was just created only recently, so that can't be true. Albus, just what am I? Am I a machine that was just born to be a tool? If that's the case, then why was I born with these memories? I have no idea. And as for just what those memories are inside of you, the only person who could answer that question is no longer on this world. That's Sid, right? Correct. Was Sid Zephyrus an integral part of your life, Albus? Yes, he was my best friend. We're particularly like brothers ever since we were children. Does Rudo take issue with the fact that I had these memories? Well, they certainly don't put him in a good mood, that's for sure. Sarah? Let me just give you one word of advice, okay? Okay. Do not ever cause any trouble. I'll be frank with you. Rudo has been wanting to dispose of you under the guise of dismantlement. He will find even the slightest excuse to do so, regardless of how minor or trivial the reason is. Is that because of the memories inside me? That's right. Look, Sarah, I want you to listen carefully. If and only if you're about to do something wrong, consider that you're embedding your entire being on the line. Do it with resolve that will be the end of everything. My entire being? That's right. You have an ego, a proper sense of self-identity. You'll come to a time to assert yourself in that sense of self. I'm sure of it. Myself? Am I not the property of Zevite's enterprises? If that's the case, then shouldn't have the rights bet myself, do I? If only you weren't just a machine. This is important. You'll come to understand someday or another. Another year passed. Lad Knight was able to produce 3 new prototypes using Sarah as their model. However, not a single one operated as well as Sid's own creation. There was clearly something fundamentally different about Sarah. Far too much time had passed with us not knowing what it really was. The board of directors had split between those who wanted to observe and those who wanted to dismantle Sarah. Some members switched from observe to dismantle. This was about a month ago. With that, Sarah's dismantlement seemed all more a reality. As the days went on, Sarah's intellect grew rapidly. Using her own methods to measure and improve efficiency in both the mines and routine work in residential areas, she began to finish her tasks ahead of everyone else. This kind of work ethic and behavior was just like ruins. Exactly like ruins. From there, more and more people began to develop a disgust for Sarah's very existence. I think it was because she's too different. There was something about her existence that just triggered something in you instinctually, just like Rune did. A great deal of people began to consider her as a threat subconsciously. The one who had been most affected by this was none other than Rudo himself. Rudo! Is it true? Did you erase Sarah's memories? It seems like access to Sarah's brain is protected by several levels of security. Volatile, Nishvik, Kirkin managed to find a way to bypass the first level. I'm not asking you to explain how. I'm asking why you erased her memories. All the experience, the information, the knowledge she's accumulated. Albus, you should have realized this by now. It seems that Sid succeeded in recreating Rune's memories quite faithfully in Sarah. How he managed to do so, I have no idea. The way she moves and acts, they're all very reminiscent of Rune's own behavior. What's that have to do with why you erased her? What does that have to do with it, you ask? Plenty. If by some chance even a small portion of Rune's own personality exists within Sarah, then there could be no greater threat. I'm sure you're fully aware how dangerous Ruine was. But I'd like to hear an explanation for all this. You enlighten me on the things you have turned out this way. I'm sorry, sir. I honestly have no clue. Theoretically, all of our methods should be working. Do you know what your name is? Yes. My name is Sarah. It was given to me by you, Rudo. Looks like it's not working. That's strange. We're doing the eraser procedure, by the book, there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. Sir Rudo, this is just a guess, but we probably need the highest level of access privilege in order to erase the memories inside Sarah's core. We can't do anything with only our mana signature. What about purging his internal mana altogether? If we did that, it would likely cease to function. Not that, just the likelihood it completely utterly shut down. It'd be good as scrap. Dismantling it would be the least of our concerns. So Sid, I'm honestly not sure why all these complex safeguards were put in place. It's almost as if he's making sure that no one could ever tamper with it. Indeed. Damn. When should I... If your memories have been erased, then you ought to know already. Go back to work. Leave. Sarah, what's wrong at this time of night? Albus? You said that Sid was your best friend, an integral part of your life, right? What brought this all of a sudden? Friends are important, right? Well, of course they are. Isn't anyone more important in your life than your friends, family or friends? Thank you. Sarah, why of all times did you cause trouble? Why at this critical point? You knew there was going to be an invitation regarding you 4 days from now. I remembered the advice you gave me a long time ago. Advice? Good grief, what is it this time? I swear another emergency summons. Oh, Sarah. What, don't you even know how to greet someone? Good afternoon, Mr. Grunkfiles. This is nothing but a defective piece of junk. I've heard you even saw sediment at the mines earlier. What an absolute waste. We should really just have dismantled you as soon as possible. I apologize. Discussing the matter is exactly why we gathered here today. Please reserve your arguments until the other members have come. Just how many times do you expect me to come? You academics in your ivory tower may not know, but the other members of the board of directors are already speaking as if dismantlement has been assured. You ought to be grateful that I've even bothered to go into the effort of attending this meeting to confirm all this. Sarah, so that's how it is. I finally understand. You don't seem to quite grasp. The entire event seemed truly been bizarre. What Sarah is exactly, yes? Indeed. However, I absolutely didn't want to see her dismantled. Something inside me tells me so. Tomorrow her dismantlement will be decided upon. I must come up with a way to protect her from that after a meeting. Is that even possible? Is the board of directors or something going to determine that by majority vote? If Rudo for some reason changes his mind, I'm sure the direction of the entire meeting will change as well. There are many members who don't really have an opinion, will simply go with whatever he decides. Albus? Yes? Please, let me meet with Rudo. I was actually thinking the same thing. Not sure you already knew that, right? Correct. Albus' suggestion? We perform a mind dive on Sarah. And if we did that, then we can find out Sarah's real identity. However, when it came to Selfie's desire to perform a mind dive, it's alright, Rotona. I'm sure he'll understand. Selfie had her own plan, which she had kept only to herself. Even I was unaware of what she had in mind. With only the lingering traces of doubt we head towards Slab 9, where Rudo was. Damn! We're moving on, guys! So this is a laboratory. That rather sniveling when we spotted it as we roamed around town. But science doesn't seem to mesh well with me. It caused me too much discomfort. let's head inside. Who are you? Rudo. Albus? I believe we have a strict policy on not allowing outsiders into the lab, do we not? This isn't the time for that. I have something important I need to discuss with you. Can it not wait until tomorrow? I'm in the middle of putting together a presentation, a report regarding Sarah's dismantlement. That's exactly why I'm trying to talk with you. I want you to reconsider this matter. How desperately you're going to cling to that thing. Isn't it about time to let go, Albus? Regardless of what you do, the opinion of the board of directors is not going to change. Do you have more important things to do? I did not come here to change the opinion of any member of the board. I'm here to change yours. What? We want to cease Sarah's dismantlement. And here I was expecting you to say something else entirely. Rudo, these two are Monalisarh. This girl selfing uses a Karev that allows people's consciousness to communicate directly. The Karat, which gives her the ability to let people share memories directly with each other. Oh-ho! Do you understand what that means, Rudo? With this, we can see into Sarah's memories and find out who she truly is. Don't you see? The question of Sarah's identity can finally be solved. I don't see, Albus. Let us say hypothetically that Sidzevites managed to use Ruine as a model and implant her into Sarah. What purpose would it serve? For all we know, she may have inherited Ruine's memories. How Sid accomplished it, I don't know, but it's no exaggeration to say she may be Ruine herself. Enough with the sorry excuses, and what would you lead to that conclusion in the first place? Regardless of the circumstances, there is no changing the fact that Sarah is a machine. This is nothing more than a prototype of a sister, an automaton whose development consumed vast amounts of Zevite Enterprise's own finances. The fact is, Sarah is an object. But still! If I may? Sylvania had been quiet the entire time, but suddenly speaks out. Whether or not she is a machine has nothing to do with this. Eh? The issue at hand is whether or not she is Sarah or Ruine. Albus, Rudo, both of you have forgotten something crucial here. Something crucial? Yes. Which is what exactly? For starters, I'd like to propose my conclusion that she is Ruine. How'd you come to that conclusion? Simply based on what Sid had felt. There is no other possible conclusion. There is no way that outsiders like you could have known what my father was thinking. But I do. Through our dive with Albus, we were able to see Sid's way of life, his entire existence. Sid did not shut himself in the lab, losing his sanity to desperation. I'm sure he did so to research a way to give your little sister Rudo a second chance at life. He created a heart for her missing emotions. For his own daughter, that so-called hellspawn, he used the path down. Path down? I see. If that's scientific equivalent to the path down, then there's a possibility it could be very likely transferring Ruine's memories. That's exactly what the path down is. I did not notice this before. And if she has emotions, then this entire issue is not even something we should discuss, regardless of whether she is Ruine or Sarah. With dignity beaming in her eyes, Sophie speaks straight to us in a clear voice. It is wrong to deprive her of her will as a being in possession of mind, heart, and spirit. Being a human or being a machine has no bearing on the matter. I'm sure you'll remember this moment a long time from now. The moment when a sense of justice was able to permeate regardless of any country's borders. Nonsense. Rudo, perhaps you realized it. That Sid created Sarah to give Ruin the emotions she never had. Absolute nonsense. If so, then this may be a great precedent that could affect the definition of what human is. And in that case, then it is no longer a problem confined to just us. Zenvite Enterprise has the right, no, the duty, to confront this ethical issue straight on. Enough nonsense from you! Sarah does not have a heart. Fine. Let's just pretend that was true. Even then, Sarah is able to completely cut its emotions off whenever it's ordered to do something. You can't say anything into the heart when it can just turn its emotions on and off as flipping a switch. That's none of you understand. The kind of being my sister was. What was lurking behind her smile, her senseless, meaningless acts of evil? If Sarah inherited Rune's memories and personality, there couldn't be anything more dangerous. Still, if Sid succeeded in artificially creating emotions using mana, then enough of this foolish speculation. Why don't you use those theories of yours to write a novel or something? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have more pressing matters to attend to. Rudo! Confound it all, Rudo! We're not done here. Rudo? If Rune was reborn with emotions, with a heart, then would you be able to accept her as your own little sister? It's already come to a point where there is no clear-cut, right or wrong answer. However, as someone who stands above everyone else, you have the right to make that decision. As if you know anything. Is that all? All that we could have done? The sun, it's rising. Don't make that face, Sid. Her smile is much more wonderful. You expect me to smile like this? Heck, how could you smile at a time like this? Who knows? I'm not sure either. I'm sure it's because I just run out of tears to shed. I lied. I'm so sorry. Really. I've always been so caught up with work that not once did I ever do anything for the family. What brought this on all of a sudden? If only I had been there for Rudo and Rune. If only I had spent more time with them, then all this would have never happened. To keep my family from my work? I'm just a damn dad. Don't say that, Sid. It's not like you regret the things you've done. I don't want to see you all weak like this. I just don't know what the hell it's supposed to do anymore. Damn it. Tell me, Sid. Rune's issue. Were they some kind of sickness? I've always thought to myself, if that girl had a heart, would she have lived a more normal life? I can't say for sure. Maybe that's really was her real honest-to-goodness personality. And even if we managed to cure that flaw of Rune's, who knows what changed inside of her. I see. Like, does not having emotions really turn someone into that much of a mess? Does that mean that we're born selfish and arrogant and messed up, and emotions are just a way to stop us, to keep us all in check? Heck, if I know. You're right. Hey Sid, can you tell me something? Do you hate Rune? Dunno. Hate ain't the right word for it. It's just that I feel so hopeless and miserable. If you asked me if I hated her or not, I guess I might have. If it weren't for Ruine, then our family would still be whole, or so I think. But that's a thought I can't really hold on to for long. So I'm left with nothing but feeling miserable. That's all. And what about you? At first, I didn't really feel anything. I was just in a daze. It was like my entire world was engulfed in a mist, and I lost the sensation in my entire body. I had no words, no feelings, no thoughts. I could barely consider myself conscious. Okay, we're gonna have to end it here with weird memory of these two. Okay, we'll come back and talk to Sid and Eileen later. We learned a lot of cool stuff. And, don't dismantle Sarah. We need her for the second game. Okay? We're gonna bring her back to our fucking country, or I don't know. I don't fucking know what we're going on about. But whatever. We'll find out next time. And I'm sorry. I know people have been mentioning my voice acting in this game hasn't really been animated, but it's just reading a visual novel is a lot different than reading a play, because at play you can take the time to read out the words and then do that. But when I'm doing a playthrough, I kind of just go, okay, doing this, and I go on, but whatever. And it's really hard to do my normal chatty chat over a visual novel, so we'll see. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Yashiroreaper, and I've got to say, bye! Hey guys, this was Yashiroreaper, and thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified and join the notification squad. Also, check out my Teespring and Redbubble shops, links below, with my Tumblr, Tapastic, and Amino app name. Thank you for watching. Hit the Patreon icon to help me continue making cool content for you all. Love you guys, and see you in the next video. Bye!